Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? During everything that's going on.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I think it's getting to that stage where we're all getting a bit antsy. Nice to go to a gym class. Nice to do some other things, but it's still necessary. I guess. And I'm just feeling for the people who've been going through it a lot harder than I have. Frontline workers and some people.
It's a tough time, but I guess we're all sort of trying to be grateful for what we do have. But we're just still waiting for it to be over. But I've heard some good news that it could possibly be eased this week, so I'm just keeping fingers crossed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just waiting for Thursday. Really, that's when they're apparently going to, or tomorrow, and between tomorrow and Sunday. So fingers crossed.
Who is your source?
So I know I have a friend who works for government, and they said that that could be a possibility. But I'm just hoping, to be honest, more than knowing. So
yeah. Oh, well, something to look forward to. But yeah, well, good. I'm glad you're okay. Thanks for wanting to thanks for wanting to do the interview. Excited to talk to you.
And as well as I am. And I did want to just ask you to start with, if we could go back to the beginning, what was like sort of the defining moment for you to get into the entertainment industry?
Wow. The defining moment to get in. I mean, I think just as a kid, it's a very it was something I was in awe of. You see film stars sparkle, and you see stories that capture your imagination and entertain you and make you feel fantastic and make you want to reenact things and wear certain clothes and speak a certain way or something like that. And it was just a world of magic. And I somehow not very clearly began on a path into the entertainment industry, but somehow I found my way there, and it was my intent. But it's just a mystical kind of thing, really. I guess I don't know. I think that's what it was. But it wasn't like one defining moment. It was several moments over childhood, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and currently you're in Enemy Lines with John Hannah, and I wanted to ask what that experience was like for you.
Very cool. John is a legend, and it was great to work with John Hannah, as it was with the rest of the gang. We had a really cool time shooting this film out in Belarus, which was the first time I'd ever been to Belarus. And I had no idea that, the guys in Belarus, the film community in Belarus, they do World War II better than anyone outside of like the US and the UK. Or if you're going to be spending $100 million and being one of these kind of huge productions, if you need something slightly different, then Belarus is the place to go to. And they absolutely lived up to it. They were really great to work with. The reenactments, the sets they built, the stunt sequences they choreographed and put together, and the equipment they had really was top notch. So it was a great pleasure being there and working there, but it was very, very cold.
Was that your first time in Belarus?
Yeah, first time in Belarus. So we shot. I stayed in Minsk, and then we shot kind of just outside Minsk in the most gorgeous forest, which is a lot of what you see on the film, just snow covered, just like natural perfection.
Yeah, that must have been so nice. Was there sort of a particularly memorable time while you were filming, whether that was while you were shooting or behind the scenes, that you would like to share?
Yeah, I think we were able to shoot in the Minsk ballet house or opera house, and it was just this fantastic building, very imposing but very elegant structure. And I just remember, we were all obviously dressed up in costumes. So 1940s, I was wearing a U.S. Marine outfit, and I just felt completely transported, And then a couple of days later, I had some free time in the evening, and I actually was able to go to a ballet performance, and was invited backstage to meet some people and to see how some of the production was put on, and it was just a lovely gesture and lovely experience. But beyond that, I mean, just the action stuff that we were shooting was particularly difficult to maneuver across the snow and everything, but and especially when we were cold and the fingers weren't wanting to move as easily as you'd like them to have, and things like that. But
yeah,
it was a bunch of different things. But yeah, those things stand out.
And you're working on your own short film at the moment, is that right? And is there sort of anything that you would like to tell us about that, or is it a secret?
No secrets here. So absolutely, the short film's called Tether. I co-wrote it, I directed it, and I act in it too. So 3 different roles to take on in this thing. And I shot it in about August, September last year. I've had a really cool experience doing it, and was really happy. Now, I did it, I had no expectations for the film. It was my first time directing, so I just wanted to see if I enjoyed it, or if I could even do it. And I got through each stage, let's call it that, and I liked the film that we were able to make, and I thought, okay, I'm going to enter it into some film festivals. Why not? It's never been the intention. And we got accepted to some film festivals, which is wonderful. We managed to get up to the Mammoth International Film Festival in California, and that was a very enjoyable experience. My first time there. And then obviously everything with the COVID-19 virus started to impact the world, and everything else was shut down. So we had a few more festivals to get to, which we haven't been able to get to, but it's okay. I think that they will pick back up at some point, so we're looking forward to that. And then my plan for the film is to distribute it, is to get it, make it available to my fans, to people who want to see it, and that will be that's something I'm working on right now.
Oh, that's great. I'm hoping that everything picks up, the plans that we all had, everything can just pick up and we can continue and, enjoy. And I think even being more grateful than maybe what we were before for things in general.
Yeah.
The film festival's open. I'm sure everyone's just going to be just so happy that we can get together again and celebrate good film, and just things to feel more normal.
Yeah, everything in general. I completely agree with your point. I think, like, in a way, obviously it's been I mean, part of my short film is about growth through, or overcoming things through pain and struggle, and coming to terms with that. And this is a pain and a struggle for humanity as a whole, and I think it is, in a way. And therefore, like what you just said, I hope that we can all make some macro decisions, which and some personal decisions, which help us to be a little bit better. I think a lot of people are just yearning to get outside and be outside as much as they can, and I think that kind of maybe sets us up for a little bit better relationship with nature and things natural. And I'm worried that the car emissions will go back through the roof, but hopefully we figure it out a little bit more,
Yes, I agree. I mean, hopefully some good can come out of it. But have you been trying to keep productive and creative during this time, or have you been taking it more easy?
I have, Sophia, and then I got injured last week. I had a massive, I had a really big, I've tweaked my upper back, and then I had the most crazy muscle spasm lock happen, and I had to get some medication for that to I actually had to go to the hospital for a second, and they had to give me like a muscle relaxer thing, because I was in a complete spasm. So I have been
comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's are you okay now? Are you sort of?
Yeah, I'm back in action now. It was just a few days, but my God, anyone who's got back pain or ever like had an issue with their back, I really, really feel for them. And someone who's never had that, I didn't know what was going on, but but no, look, I've been doing what we can do, you know, and that's obviously been exercising, one form of exercise, popping out once. Has been the normal. There's been a lot of films watched, some good, some not so good, and I have been reading and doing whatever. I think, you know, one of the things that I was keeping up to, was reading in the news and stuff. A lot of people have been struggling with motivation, and I definitely feel that as well. You know, I think not knowing when we were going to be out of this slump or this thing, it kind of affected, you know, your motivation to want to do something. Some things, no, but certain things, you know, you might be less inclined to do or less motivated to do, whether or not it was that project that you wanted to work on that you weren't sure, you know, when you were even going to have any sort of deadline for, any sort of meeting to look forward to about. You know, so I know everyone's been struggling with that. You know, it's been a strange situation for everyone to go through, but you know, my situation's been probably a lot easier than some as well. So I'm just very grateful, and my heart goes out to different people.
You mentioned that you've been watching a lot of movies. Do you have a preferred genre you like to watch? And even, sorry to, this is two questions in one, but do you have any genres you would also like to be part of more?
Oh yeah, so certainly.
They're different, you know, separate answers, but yeah. What genres do you like to watch, and which would you like?
I like a lot of genres. I don't watch as much horror, but I sometimes go through a little horror binge. I haven't done that this time, but documentaries. I mean, I don't know whether it's like something about being in your 30s or something. You want to like feel like you're educating yourself more and more or something, and somehow like a documentary seems like the easiest version of school to go to. You know, I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, so
it's fun though, in a fun way.
In a fun way, exactly. So so I've been different genres. We've been watching a lot of comedy and then a lot of classic thrillers. You know, I was showing my girlfriend the Godfather trilogy because she hadn't seen them, which I couldn't believe. So we were doing that, and then I would love to work more in action. You know, I had a really good time on this film, Enemy Lines, and you know, I just I'd love to do some more of those bigger explosive stories. You know, I've worked a lot in drama, which I love, which, you know, appeals to our human emotion and human sentiment, and I would love to do some more of the big action.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Well, I'm sure you will, and we look forward to seeing your future work. And thank you so much for your time in this interview. And I hope that, you know, you continue to do what you do and to inspire people, and have fun doing what you do as well. It sounds like you do anyway.
Sophia, thank you so much for that, and thank you for taking the time today to chat with me. I hope you're doing all right, and I hope you get to go back to normal stuff soon as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca. with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels, it's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.